Today is day 7 of posting content to see what works and what doesn't work for my business. So today I wanted to talk about how I got into my spiritual journey, and I wanted to talk about my parents' reaction to it, because they didn't know that I was on a spiritual journey for so many years, that I believed in these things. So I'm hoping it gives you some type of insight and some type of hope for people who are like me. So first of all, I got into my spiritual journey when I was in high school, but it was actually after that I got into it a lot more. I got into it more in grad school because I noticed that when I went to a supermarket, I couldn't stay in a supermarket that long without getting exhausted. I would come home, put away the groceries because I lived by myself, and I literally would fall on my bed and want to sleep. Like, I was exhausted. So I got more into it then because I was wondering why that was happening. I also got more into it because I didn't feel the same as most people do. I felt very different than most people, so I Googled things more. I really Googled a lot. Watching readings, but it also led me to astrology. So that's kind of how I got into it. And then I realized when I watched these readings, when I looked at my astrology, I was really surprised because I was like, okay, now I understand why I'm different than everybody else. Now I understand why I am not the same in some aspects. And a lot of it is because of my astrology. I realized that about myself, and for the first time, I felt like me. I really did, but it also made me nervous because some of the stuff that I was reading, I wasn't at that point in my life yet where it all made sense and resonated. Now, I am more at that point in my life, so it makes a lot more sense than it did before. And then I also was scared to tell my parents about it because I didn't know how they would react. And it's something that I didn't know if they would accept about me. So I was obviously scared to tell them. So I held it in for many years, and I did readings, and I did natal chart sessions and solar return sessions for years for clients, but I didn't do it with them knowing about it. Meaning, when I came home, I didn't have my cards with me. That actually was at a friend's house. I didn't have cards with me. So basically, when something happened at home, I would usually know what, the outcome. I would usually feel it, just know. I just have an inner knowing. And basically what happened was every single time that something happened a certain way, I would be right about it. My mom would be very surprised. She just got used to it, but it also surprised her. So, and I want to say she got used to it because it happened a lot. That's kind of how that happened. And then my dad also, he didn't understand this stuff either. Like, when I would try to tell him stuff, he never understood it. So it really got more opened up when eclipse in Libra last year. And the reason that I say that is because of what it stands for. So Libra is all about balance and relationships and harmony and so basically what I did was I was very scared to tell them, but something in me just wanted to. It started with me seeing an event on Facebook that was a Halloween event. So my mom was home one day. I was like, okay, I should tell her. And my deep fear with this is that if I told them that I was going to be homeless because they wouldn't agree with me doing this stuff. And that didn't happen. What happened was I was like, okay, let me go tell them. And then I was like, if I'm homeless, then... So I went to my mom. I told her about some things, but I told my mom that I believe that life is all about a series of cycles. And the rest of the weekend, I told her more about astrology, told her more about my readings, and then it was very interesting because with the astrology, she wanted me to show her basically a chart, and I explained it to her, and she was like, okay, that's like right on point, like things make a lot more sense now. This is the funny part. When I came back, I was at the friend's house that I have that has the cards. When I came back from her house, I brought the whole thing back. Like, I had a box full of cards. full of decks. And she was like, well, I have a trunk full of stuff here. And I'm like, yeah. And then she was like, well, okay. So do I still have those? Yes. Do I still use them? Yes. And I'll be doing pick-a cards coming up, but not now. I'll be doing them coming up. But anyway, I still have them, and she was very supportive of it. And she also like seemed very interested by it, and also she liked that I used the cards as well. So I thought that was an interesting story. My biggest takeaway with that is if people don't know what you do and you're nervous about telling them, they might actually already have an inkling that you are doing something, because if it comes out every day in your life in terms of whatever is happening in your life and it just comes out, then they might already know about it. If they don't really question you or anything like that, it might be a good idea to tell them. And when you do tell them, just like I did, it honestly was a good experience and I felt happy about it, but I think it was also a lesson for me in terms of being true to who I am. So my biggest other takeaway is be true to who you are. My dad had a different reaction. It was sort of similar, to be honest. He said, okay, if that's what you want to do. He doesn't really believe in the same stuff as I do, which is totally fine. Respect each other's different belief systems on this stuff. But it was really a nice feeling to tell him as well, because he didn't really judge either. He's respectful of it. So basically, we agree to disagree all the time. Also, you can find more information about your philosophy on life in your 9th house in your natal chart, and your subconscious beliefs are found in your 12th house in your natal chart.